కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ కంపెనీస్ ట్రైనింగ్ వారే, ఆఫ్రికాలో ట్రైనింగ్ వాళ్ళే. చాటుకొండ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఈజ్ ది ట్రైనర్. For engineering colleges, he is the trainer. For the trainers, he is the trainer. May I invite our close friend of the impact and my dear friend Sreeram. Please come on stage. JVC Sreeram.
Impact is having a profound impact not only in the people who live in the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, because when the concept of impact was conceived probably 10 years back or even more than that, the idea was to probably empower the lives of young people in Hyderabad. But today I can proudly say, having been associated with impact for over 6 to 7 years, impact is having a profound impact in the lives of millions of people across the world. Whether you take people living outside India, we get mails, we get calls of people saying that if they are down, if they feel a little demotivated, all they need to do is to open the YouTube and listen to some of the videos, and they say their life is changing. And I think, and I'm sure the days are not far off before impact program being live webcasted all over the world. In fact, this was the idea which I had in the morning to share, that the entire 3 days should be live webcasted so that people can benefit watching it anywhere in the world. Today, technology is breaking the barriers. Technology is making the distances short. And I think we should take the initiative of making it webcast. Fine. Year 1985, I was a 13-year-old boy, and the only sport I used to watch till that point of time was cricket. But then there was a sport called tennis, which I started watching. It was a July afternoon, and me along with my brother were watching the Wimbledon Finals. Wimbledon is supposed to be one of the greatest tennis tournaments held in the world. And the match was between two players who were unknown, in the sense they were the underdogs, they were not the favorites. And they came to the finals, and one's name was Kevin Curran, a South African, another by name Boris Becker, a German. Both of them were not the favorites. In fact, Boris Becker was not even a seeded player in that match. Just before the match was about to begin, the commentator made a statement. He said, for one of the two who is going to win today, life is never going to be the same again. But I vividly remember as a 13-year-old boy listening to these words. In fact, I looked at my brother and asked immediately a question. How can a match change the life of an individual's life? Because it's after all another match. It's another 5-setter match. Another tennis match which lasts for probably 3 to 4 hours. How can the match have such a big impact? I didn't know. I supported Kevin Curran, but unfortunately Boris Becker went on to win the Wimbledon championship. And after that, I followed. Boris Becker went on to become a world #1 player, went on to add several more titles, Grand Slam titles, and became a champion, famously called as Boom Boom Becker, while Kevin Curran faded into obscurity. Obscurity means unknown. People did not even know where he was. One match changed the lives of an individual. I always ask this question, at the back of my mind it was always lingering, how can a single match transform the life of a single individual? How can a victory change so much so that from an unknown player goes on to become a great player, and another player who gets defeated becomes unknown? How and why? The question was there. The answer was not there. But way back in 1998, I found from my own life experience, where 3 years I wanted to become a speaker, 3 years I wanted to become a trainer, 3 years I wanted to speak with abundance of confidence and passion and intensity. And on February 13th, Friday the February the 13th, normally Friday the 13th is called as an auspicious day, but it turned out to be a very, very auspicious day in my life, where between 6:30 p.m. and 7 p.m., I went up the dais at a place called Kamaraj Memorial Hall in Chennai, addressed 1,800 people. When I walked onto the dais, I walked with fear. I walked with anxiety. I walked with nervousness. I walked with a question, can I? But 7 p.m. when I got out of the dais, I walked out as a most confident person. The can I got replaced to I can. The way in which I looked at myself, the way in which the world looked at me, everything changed in a span of 30 minutes. Nothing changed in me in terms of knowledge, skills, competency. It was not that 30 minutes I acquired knowledge, I acquired skills, I acquired competency. No, nothing has changed in what I know, but everything had changed in the way I looked at myself. That is when I realized, my dear young friend, this is called announce your arrival. That was the day I announced my arrival to my own self. Forget about the world. Similar to where Boris Becker announced his arrival in the month of July 1985. That is when I realized you just need one performance. One performance can change the destiny of an individual's life. One performance can change the way the world looks at you. You are one page away from becoming a great author. You are one song away from becoming a great singer. You are one performance away from becoming a great performer. You are one speech away from becoming a great speaker. It all happens in that moment. In the moment where your subconscious mind, your belief system, your confidence goes through a transformation. Your knowledge do not change, your skills do not change, your competencies do not change, but the performance of such a magnitude changes the way you look at your life. So much so that your beliefs change. And that's what is called as announce your arrival. So, the belief that each one of you should be having today is that I am just one performance away. Somebody said, I want to become an IAS topper. Yes, you are just one performance away from becoming the All India #1 in IAS. Somebody came and told me, I want to become a trainer. You are just one session away from becoming a great trainer. That's what is called as announce your arrival. In fact, much later in my life, I realized for several sports people, it is that one performance that change. One innings changes. In fact, much later in 2001, I was watching an young cricketer play the innings of his life called Virendra Sehwag against New Zealand. Before that match, people did not know much about Virendra Sehwag. After that match, he was called as one of the greatest batsmen. It all happened in that particular match. It is not that he acquired the techniques and temperament in that innings, but in that innings, he displayed that potential, and that was enough. And that's what Sachin Tendulkar also says in his book, that one innings which he played in Australia, in a place called Perth, in the year 1992, he says, after that innings, the way I looked at myself was completely different. I knew pretty well I'm here to stay for a long time and play for a long time for India. But till that innings, till that match, I always had a doubt whether I'm a big match player. So what does it show? It just shows that transformation happens in a moment. But how do I reach the stage, and why does it happen that way? Let us understand. You are what you are based on what you think. And your thoughts are predominantly due to your subconscious mind. Because your mind has got two components. One is your conscious mind, another is your subconscious mind. 1/8 of your mind is the conscious mind, 7/8 of your mind is your subconscious mind, which means subconscious mind is more powerful than your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind believes only based on experiences. It cannot have a belief without an experience. Let me give an example. Several fathers come and tell me, I don't know why my son is always a liar. I ask him, do you know who made him a liar? Father told the son on Saturday afternoon, Beta, jhoot bol nahi, galat bol nahi, abaddam cheppakududu, nijame cheppala, cheppinaru. Adivaram poduna, he gets a call and looks at the phone. ఆయన ఎవరికో అప్పు ఇవ్వాలా, తీసుకున్నారు అప్పు. So he gives the phone to his son and tells him, చెప్పు నాన్నగారు లేవు విజయవాడ పోయినారు చెప్పు. The boy tells also, daddy has gone to Vijayawada. Now for this young boy there is a confusion in his mind. Father only told me yesterday not to lie, but today he is asking me to what? Lie. Yesterday's message went to the conscious mind. Today's action went to the subconscious mind. We don't live based on our conscious mind. We live based on our subconscious mind. Which means the boy has now started to have a belief system which says lying is okay. It is okay to lie. Because that's what his experience is, which has gone into your subconscious mind. Same way, for your conscious mind, you go on telling, I can do it, I am a champion, all those stuff you can tell. But for that subconscious mind to believe, it believes based on experiences. You do it, you show it, and then your subconscious mind says, yes, you are a champion. And that's when you truly believe. Which means announcing your arrival is nothing but sending a message to your subconscious mind that you can do it. By showing to your subconscious mind by doing it. So you announce your arrival not by anything else, but by performing, but by showcasing, by doing. And then the subconscious mind goes through a transformation where the magnitude and intensity is of such type, it starts to believe that you are a champion, and the world also starts to believe that you are a champion. But the question is, how do I reach that stage? How do I reach a stage where I can announce my arrival to my subconscious mind and to the world? There are only 3 ways. I'm going to discuss 3 ways by means of which you can announce your arrival. Whatever you want to do. You want to become a trainer, you want to become a singer, you want to become a sportsman, you want to become an IAS officer, you want to become a software architect, you want to become a great doctor, you want to become a great architect, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, to make your subconscious mind believe by announcing your arrival. Number 1, anything to be perfected, any skill, any art, whatever it is, to perfect it, it requires 10,000 hours of continuous planning, preparation, and practice. 3 things. 10,000 hours of planning, preparation, and continuous practice. Are you willing to give that 10,000 hours? You want to become a number 1 IAS officer? It requires 10,000 hours of continuous practice. That's why Swami Vivekananda, I'm reading it. I don't want to miss even a single word. So I'm reading it. He says, take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Dreams of it. Think of it. Live on that idea. Let the brain, the body, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success, and this is the way great spiritual giants are produced. Take up that one idea. 10,000 hours. What I call today as 10,000 hours. Swami Vivekananda says, let your body, mind, nerves, everything, think about it. Focus is your ability to say yes to the one thing, and your discipline to say no to the remaining 99 things. I repeat, focus is your ability to say yes to that one thing, and your discipline to say no to the remaining 99 things. That's why Swami Vivekananda says, leave all other ideas alone. Take up that one idea. You want to become a trainer? Take up that one idea. That's what I took. From 1995 to 1998, I breathed, I slept, I thought, I lived with one idea. How do I become a trainer? How do I become a great speaker? That's it. Sachin Tendulkar did not become Sachin Tendulkar by watching films, television, or reading novels. His focus was only one thing. How do I become an international cricketer, a champion cricketer? 10,000 hours of practice and a champion was born. And that seed to become a champion is there in each one of you. Each one of you have that same seed of greatness which is there in every other human being. Only thing you need to do is to believe. The first is to believe. I am going to reach one day where I can announce my arrival. To reach that day where I am going to announce my arrival, it requires 10,000 hours of practice. Will you do it? That's the question. And the important thing is to say yes to the one thing and say no to the remaining 99 things. And that's what is key. All of us want to say yes to one thing, but we don't have the discipline to say no to the remaining 99 things. Those 363 years for me, I used to practice. Day and night I used to practice. I used to speak, watch my speak right in the front of the mirror. Record my speech in the Walkman. Listen to the same speech again. Think about, can I make a better voice modulation? How do I speak better? Take feedback from people. No other idea entered into my mind but for that one single idea. And that's when I was able to announce my arrival. And that's how you can announce your arrival. Anthony Robbins beautifully says, people underestimate what they can achieve in 25 years, and they overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year. I repeat, Anthony Robbins says, people underestimate what they can achieve in 25 years, but they overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year. What I mean by that? What I mean by that is, people want instant success. Immediately. Tomorrow I want to become a trainer. No, it cannot happen. Tomorrow I will become an IAS officer. No, it cannot happen. You need to give it the 10,000 hours. You don't give it, you don't get it. You give it, you get it. That's how life is. That's how life is designed. Life is not law of cram. Life is law of farm. When I came here, Gampa was speaking about agriculture and farmers. Many of you are from agricultural family. Go and ask your dad, can I sow the seed and harvest it tomorrow? Can I? No. You have to sow the seed. You have to manure it. You have to water it. You have to allow the sun to shine on it, and you have to give it the months, and then only you can harvest it. Law of farm takes time. Today we are living in instant coffee, instant pizza, instant tiffin, everything instant. But certain things cannot be instant, my dear friends. Go and ask your mom. It took 10 months for her to conceive you and give birth to you. She can't do it in 1 day. She needs the 10 months. So 10,000 hours is a given. You give the 10,000 hours, I can tell you the existence, the God will reward you with lifelong achievement as a champion. And that's when you can announce your arrival to the world. Number two, very critical thing. Yes, I only told your subconscious mind will believe only when you are able to experience it, correct? But at the same time, first you need to have a belief that I can. It's like this. You've seen the turbines which generate electricity out of wind power. You go to southern part of India, you have this wind energy. Now, initially for the turbine to operate, you need to connect it to an electric source. It needs power for the turbine to rotate. And then the wind energy through which it rotates, it can supply electricity to you. But first it requires energy. It requires electricity. It requires power. Same is the case with our system also. Initially, you need to tell yourself the day of announcing my arrival is coming. Ara, it's coming. Ostudi. So, I am a championship material. You keep telling, even though you are right now not a championship material, you keep telling and you start believing when you put in the 10,000 hours of planning, preparation and practice. And that's how you become. Because please understand, these two ingredients are it goes hand in hand. The fastest human being in this planet, his name is Usain Bolt, 100-meter champion. He's the fastest in the planet. He practices 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day he practices, even though he's a millionaire, even though he's a billionaire. Because he believes the soldier who sweats the maximum in the training is the one who bleeds the minimum in the war. I repeat, the soldier who sweats the maximum in the training is the one who bleeds the minimum in the war. So what does he do? He has a belief that I am a champion. I will be a champion. With that belief, he starts to practice 8 hours a day. So my dear friends, it's not about going on telling, I can. You got to do it. And every day when you practice, every day when you do it, your subconscious mind slowly starts to believe, yes, this guy is on the path, this guy is on the path, this guy is on the right path, he's on the right track. And when you keep moving in the right track, one day the moment comes when you can announce your arrival to the world. And that is what I'm saying. You are one page away from becoming an author. You are one page away from becoming a singer. You are one page away from becoming a great speaker. You are just one page away. But that one page, which is that page, we don't know. Which is the day, we don't know. But all I know is that 10,000 hours of continuous practice takes me there. Go and ask any champion. Go and ask any singer. Go and ask any dancer. This 10,000 hours is required. So, to announce my arrival, number one, I will have to plan and work for 10,000 hours. And my mentor, Mahatriyara, beautifully says, the beliefs you hold at the beginning of a journey defines your journey. I repeat, the beliefs you hold at the beginning of your journey defines your journey. So what does he mean? When you believe in yourself at the start, okay, in the next 10,000 hours I'm going to become a champion. You believe, you start to believe in the beginning of the journey. It defines your journey and you move towards being a champion. The last and final point, which is a very, very critical point, is in those 10,000 hours and even after that, what is very critical is when you hold that one idea, you need to have the right support system. In today's terminology, it is called support system. Earlier, it was called different. What is a support system? Support system is what and who are going to guide your thoughts, which is very critical. Because in your mind, if you start getting doubt, can I become an IAS officer? Can I become a trainer? Can I become a sports champion? No, it is going to be difficult. So you need a constant source of inspiration. Now, where and how do I get the inspiration? Now, this, what Gautama Buddha says. It seems Gautama Buddha was on the deathbed. He was about to breathe his last. And from a far away place, a man was walking, and realizing that somebody who is going to come from a long way with a question, Buddha was still holding his breath to answer to this man. The man arrived, looked at Buddha and asked him, Buddha, you were alive all these years. You were able to guide us. You were able to show us the way. You were able to help us to walk the path. Now that you are gone, you are going, you are no more going to be there. How do I retain the Buddhist in me? How do I continue to be a Buddhist? Gautama Buddha said, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangam Saranam Gacchami. What does it mean? He said the first thing, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. If you have to be a Buddhist, be in touch with the Buddha. So, in our parlance, we need to be in touch with a guru to ensure that every time the doubt comes, it gets cleared. Because a guru is the one who is going to take you away from darkness and show to you the light. In your pursuit towards becoming a champion in these 10,000 hours, doubts are going to come. To clear the doubt, to inspire you, to motivate you, to recharge your batteries, to show you the way, you need a guru who can dispel darkness from your life and show light. You need a mentor. You need an advisor. You need a coach. That's why even in his career, during his career, Sachin Tendulkar always used to go back to his guru's place, Ramakant Achrekar, every time he goes on a tour. Even when he became a champion, even when he became the world's #1 cricketer, he used to still go. Because I need to be in touch with a guru to dispel darkness from my life. So ask yourself this question, who is going to be your mentor? Who is going to be your guru? Who is going to be the guiding light? 72% of CEOs all over the world have mentors even after becoming a CEO. Even after becoming a CEO, they still have mentors. They look up to somebody. When I don't have anybody to look up to, I start looking down in my life. I start looking down in my life. When do I start looking down in my life? When I don't have anybody to look up to. And when I look down, doubts come. Fear comes. Courage and confidence is gone. For me to look up in life, I need a mentor. I need a guru. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Number 1. Number 2. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. What is the meaning of Dhammam Saranam Gacchami? Keep in touch with the Buddhist principles. Keep in touch with the values is what is Buddha saying. Now, how do you ensure that you have the right values? How do you ensure you have the right principles? Because a life devoid of values is not a life. A life full of values is a real life. Anybody great in life, anything great has been achieved by any great person has been achieved because they had some value in their life. For Mahatma Gandhi, he always says, for me, the guiding principle has always been Bhagavad Gita. My conscience keeper was Bhagavad Gita. Anytime I had any doubt, anytime I was vacillating in my decision, I didn't have to look at anything else. All I need to look up to is Bhagavad Gita. That's my value. That's my principle. What is your value? Who's shaping your values? Very important. And that's when reading is very critical. Because continuously you are going to give you the right inputs to your mind. What kind of books do you read? Take up every day, at least for 30 minutes a day, read an inspiring book. Read a book which can inculcate values into you. Because leaders may not be readers, but all leaders are learners. All leaders are learners. So we need to continuously learn. Learning must become a daily habit. So your number 2 value is going to be that Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. And another way by means of which you can ensure that you can have the right value is whatever God you think of, pray. Pray for at least 5 minutes every day. Either pray or meditate. If you don't believe in God, meditate. If you believe in God, pray. Because it calms your mind. It enables you to form your values in life. And that's how Dhammam Saranam Gacchami comes into picture. What is the third one? Sangam Saranam Gacchami, which is basically keep in touch with Buddhist. So Buddham Saranam Gacchami, keep in touch with Buddha, which is have a guru, have a mentor, and fall back on him every time. Number 2, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, keep in touch with the values, read books, pray, meditate. Number 3, Sangam Saranam Gacchami, keep in touch with the fraternity of Buddhists is what he is saying. Now in our context, what does it mean? Zig Ziglar beautifully says, you can change yourself if and only if you change what goes into your mind. I repeat, you can change yourself if and only if you change what goes into your mind. And how things go into your mind? Things go into your mind basically by the company you keep, by the people you surround with. That's the most critical thing. In fact, do you know we are so fragile? Our thoughts are so influenced by people. Talk to somebody for 5 minutes. Talk to a pessimist person for 5 minutes. And in 5 minutes, he can make you believe this is the worst place to live. Life is horrible. Life is waste. Nothing is positive in life. In 5 minutes, he can make you think. And 5 minutes, spend time with me. I can make you believe in 5 minutes. Life is awesome. Everything is on top of the world. Life is full of positive. Then what does it mean? It means that we are easily influenceable by the people. So the company you keep is extremely, extremely, extremely critical. Whom are you with makes all the difference. Choose your company. Let those people who are your friends or those people who should be saying, hey, definitely you can become IAS number 1. If you are going somewhere which you are not supposed to go, he or she should tell you, no. What did you learn in impact? Focus is your ability to say yes to one thing and your discipline to say no to the remaining 99 things. So don't do this. That person should motivate you, should inspire you. He should not be telling you, hey, no, it's all, why should we have such kind of dreams here? Such kind of dreams are not possible. In our society, this and all is not possible. We are coming from a rural district. Why? How can you think of such big goals? No big goals. Mediocrity is enough. Now, if you have such kind of people, even if your goals are big, you cannot achieve. Because garbage in, garbage out. In computer, you must have read it. Garbage in, garbage out. Good thoughts in, good thoughts out. So who is influencing you? is very, very critical. So choose your friend. In fact, I asked my brother, we come from a middle class family. My father is a teacher, mathematics teacher. My brother never went for IIT coaching. He never went for any kind of a coaching. He got 55th rank in IIT. And it was a great surprise for everybody in the family. And I went and asked him, Mani, his name is Mani. You didn't go for any coaching. No Fiji, no Narayana, no Ramaya, no Brilliance, no Agarwals, nothing. How were you able to achieve this? He said, in my class, there were 42 students and 41 of us are joining IIT. Do you understand what I'm saying? He says, I was surrounded by people who all believed IIT is possible. Surround yourself with such kind of people. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people who are also dreamers like you. Surround yourself with people who are believers. Surround yourself with people who also have mentors and gurus. You surrounding yourself with what kind of people will know your character. If I have to know your character, I should only check who your friends are. So, Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Keep in touch with a guru. Keep in touch with a mentor. Let him or her take you away from darkness to light. Let him or her dispel darkness and enlighten your life and show you towards your dreams. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Have a value system in your life and live by those value system. Number 3, Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Surround yourself with people who are believers. Surround yourself with people who also have the same kind of dreams which you have. Surround yourself with people who can show you the right path. Even if you are going in the wrong path, he or she must make a difference in your life and say, hey man, you are not traveling the right path. Change your path. If you follow these things, 10,000 hours of practice, that is the day when you can tell the world, I have arrived. That's what is called as announce your arrival. Because understand, my dear friend, God does not have time to create junks. If He has created you, He has created you to engineer, marvel, success. In the history of the world, there has been nobody like you. Today too, there is no one like you. And in the infinite of times to come, there will be no one like you. You are rare. You are unique. You are the only one of its kind. You are special. You are a masterpiece. In Bible it is said, God created man from His own image. If He has created man from His own image, there must be godliness in you. There must be godliness in me. And we have been created to achieve success. But unfortunately, most men go to the grave without announcing their arrival because they don't know either the secret, or even if they know the secret, unfortunately they don't follow the secret. Today, you know the secret. Starting today, you will act like a champion. You will walk like a champion. You will live like a champion. And one day, you will announce your arrival. But remember, the soldier who sweats the maximum in the training is the one who bleeds the minimum in the war. It takes 10,000 hours. Do you have the 10,000 hours? Are you willing to give the 10,000 hours? Give the 10,000 hours and the time will give back to you the tag called as champion. I wish to see each one of you as a champion. I wish to see each one of you announcing your arrival. I wish to see each one of you explore that godliness within you. Impact has come at the right time for you. And let this speech of mine be that life-changing speech in you, your life, where you can proudly announce your arrival to your subconscious mind and also to the world. Loving you, all the very best. Thank you so much. Yeah, where are you?
Sir, very happy to see you, sir.
Thank you. Your name?
My name is Ayan Swami, sir.
Okay.
One day I put a SMS for you. Sir, I want to training to become speaker as you. I decided that last impact, before that one, I watched your video in YouTube. Just I'm looking entire 3 days only for you, sir.
I have told you the way. See, those of you who want to become a trainer, I think all the trainers here would say, it comes with practice. The first thing is the belief. And number two, 10,000 hours. Believe me, whatever thing you want to do in life, give it the 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours means what? In a year, how many hours do you have? You have an idea? 8,760 hours you have. So, of which 1/3, if you're going to spend, is going to be 3,000 hours. So, which means it nearly is going to take 3.5 years for anyone to become a champion in their profession. So, the 3.5 years, give it completely. And that's what the time it took for me. 95, I started my career. 98, I could say that I can announce my arrival. So, it takes that time. There is no shortcut. So, take the 10,000 hours, invest the 10,000 hours on planning, preparation, practice, work on your skill, and then your day will come. Okay? Your
Good.
day
Next, that area.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Charan. I would like to ask you, but what happens if the person dies in between those 10,000 hours?
See, the greatest thing all of us need to understand is that all of us have come with a confirmed return ticket. Only thing, date not known. If the date is known, then life will have no meaning. So I will have to live my life thinking that 100 years I'm going to live. Whenever he is going to call, his calling is saying, buddy, your purpose to earth is over, come back. Don't think of that day. Don't think of death. Think of life. The more you think of life, the more life you will have in life. The more you think about death, you are dying. And understand, the ultimate tragedy of life is not the ultimate death. It is what dies within me when I am alive. I repeat, the tragedy of life is not the ultimate death, but what dies within me when I am alive. Forget about this 10,000 hours concept. In me, nothing should die. Everything about me should be known to the world, should be given to the world. And in that pursuit, I'm moving. Understand? Don't think of death, think of life. Such a young boy, thinking of death.
Hi, sir. It was awesome to hear your voice here, sir. It's only not my doubt. Here, my friends are a lot of here.
Yeah?
What is the best place to prepare? We need guidance. We spend not only 10,000 hours, we'll spend 20,000 hours, but we need guidance, sir. We don't know how to prepare. What is to study? Thank you, sir.
So, when you're saying what to study, what to prepare, for what? To become an IAS officer, or to become an engineer, to become a doctor, to become a trainer, what? Huh?
We'll see.
IAS
So we'll
officer.
see.
Okay. See, to become an IAS officer, the best method is, you have so many institutions today. Go to them. Talk to people. Fine, because I'm not an IAS officer. So I can't tell you how to prepare, where to go for coaching institute. There are several coaching institutes. There are people who are already on the pursuit of becoming an IAS officer. Talk to them. Talk to young students who have appeared already, who have become successful. Take their path and guidance, and then put in the 10,000 hours. Because I don't want to give you any coaching institute name, go there, go here. I'm not sponsoring anybody. Okay?
In those 3.5 years, maybe many times you have tempted to some other things, like saying yes to one thing and no to 99 things is not so easy. You should have that self-control. How to develop that self-control? Some tips from your own experience, sir.
Life is about choosing. Life is about choosing the tough right over the easy wrong. Number one. Okay. Now, even after knowing all these things, why not everybody becomes a champion? It is because they don't know how to say no to the remaining 99 things. Now, that is where I told you, Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangam Saranam Gacchami. You need a guru. You need a mentor who is able to show you who is able to shape your mind. Because we all need thought leaders. Right? Who is a thought leader? Who is able to put that right thought into me and removing the wrong thought from me? Number one. Number two, get inspired and motivated by reading books on a daily basis. The most important thing is your company of friends whom you keep with. Okay? Because it is your friends who take you towards the other paths. So they will have to show you the right path. So choose the right company. In fact, if you do the last thing correctly, rest of the things will fall in place. And after all, you must have a burning desire, fire on a belly to achieve. And that's what Swami Vivekananda says. He says, take that one idea, leave all the other ideas. Take that one idea. That's it. That's the only way. But understand, this is not going to be achieved by everybody. There is only one Tendulkar whom we have seen. There is only one Amitabh Bachchan whom we have seen. There is only one Steve Jobs whom we have seen. All other people also aspired to be. But somewhere they were tempted by the remaining 99 things. But these people were not tempted. Right?
One of my lecturer told that if we put 80% of effort, remaining 20% is luck will come. Do you agree this, sir?
I don't know, ma, what is the meaning of luck that you have. The meaning of luck which I have is luck is the meeting point of all the opportunities that pass by your side, and your alertness to grab them is what Dale Carnegie said 100 years back. But now, in the present scenario, luck is your ability to create opportunities and your smartness to snatch them. Luck is your ability to create opportunities from nowhere and your smartness to grab them. Sometimes you create opportunity, but somebody else will grab and go. Okay? So
Sir,
you make your own luck.
Sir, but in my life, I put all effort, 100% of effort in my life in degree, but I didn't get 100% of results, sir.
Understand one thing. There is something called as an existential timing. You will get what you want, but you will never get when you will want. Because he decides. Okay? This is not a game which you alone are playing. There are two people playing this game. You are playing the game and he is playing the game. So you have to put in all the efforts. That's why I said, announce your arrival. That moment will happen. It is not that I said, February 13th, I will announce my arrival. No. It has to happen. And that small gap is what you are waiting for. Have the faith that it will happen. Put your effort. Do your best. Leave the rest. And he always rewards the right people at the right time. Don't worry. 98490 45159 and my email ID is SREERAM JVC, J as in Japan, V as in Victor, C as in Charlie @gmail.com. Thank you.
Wonderful, Sreeram.